Hi, everybody. It's Karen at Simply Living for Him. I'm joined by my little guy, Ethan, in his monkey blanket. Can you wave? Wednesday nights are our date night, right? Because all the big kids are at youth group, and Daddy's at youth group, and we usually spend Wednesday nights together. So we're taking just a few minutes out of our date night so that I could share something special with you all. I talked yesterday on the Bible-based homeschooling Facebook page about this, but I wanted to talk to you guys today. So if you are watching, please say hi in the comments so that I know you're there. Tell me about your day. We actually had a sunny day today, right? We got to do some nature out in our woods and some exploring by the stream. That was fun, right? And we had a great day. So we finally got to have some sunshine. Last week, I had the icky stomach virus. So I was in bed for a couple of days and I'm finally recovered. So it was a welcome thing to have a sunny day today. Even though it's still a little cold, at least it was sunny. So if you are watching, write in the comments and let me know what you guys are up to. I put out a new podcast episode today. So I would love for you to go check that out. It's been a while since I had the podcast on. So I finally got back to that as well. And I'm really excited about this new episode about controlling your clutter. So I would love for you to go check that out. I wanted to share with you something very special to me. And if anything from this video that you would do would be to at least like this video and share it, because I would love for a lot of people to see this book that I'm about to show you, this very special book. This is The New Best Friend. Try to get it in the light there. And it is very, very special to me. And I am just trying to post it all over and share about it because this isn't just any book. This is really a book for a cause. And I wanted to tell you a little bit of the story behind the book, and you can read about that actually on the link that I put there in the description. You can read about this book more. But this book, The Best Friend Interview, was written by my sister, Debbie Bodie. And hey, Heather. Hey, you're in Arkansas. I'm going there in March. That's the first step there in March with my It's just a few minutes. But my husband, Steve, is the illustrator of this book, and it is super, super special to us because this book was written for my sister's best friend that was killed this summer in July. And just an absolute tragic story, but Michelle was my sister's best friend growing up. We were all grew up together. Our dads actually grew up together, so our families knew each other forever. And my sister and Michelle were very best friends growing up. And this past summer, in July, Michelle was shot and killed by her husband on her front lawn. And her children were present. She has 3 children. And her husband then proceeded to go inside his house and barricade himself from the police, where he eventually shot himself. So those 3 children were left without parents in an instant, not to mention that they were there, and it's just horrific and a tragedy. And so my sister went on, going from feeling, I guess, helpless, like, what can you do? These poor children, they were, I believe, ages 9, 11, and 13 at the time, who they went on to live now with Michelle's parents, their grandparents, which, is completely life-changing for the grandparents as well, to now have to start over and raise these children. But my sister really felt like she wanted to do something for Michelle's children. So she emailed me one day and said, I have this crazy idea, but could it be possible for me to write a little children's story about a child losing their best friend? And maybe we can publish it, and all the money can go for the 3 children, Connor, Kyle, and Sarah. So I was like, yes, let's do it. So my husband has been illustrating a series of Christmas books for a client, and he's been working on that for a long time. And he has 8 books that he's been working on illustrating for Christmas stories. So he was happy and delighted to be able to illustrate the best friend interview. Every single penny from this book that is made, profit, will go for Michelle's 3 children. It's just a way that my sister feels like she can kind of keep Michelle's memory going, and her legacy. She was a beautiful soul. She never complained, always had a smile on her face, and I can't even imagine the heartbreak that her children are going through. So at the very least, we can provide perhaps something financially through this book. Now, the book is very sweet because my sister based the characters on herself when she was little with Michelle. And so the little girl in the book loses her best friend, and she goes on to interview other little girls to see if they could replace her best friend. And she's kind of feeling lost because her best friend is gone and she doesn't know how to get through. Oh, hey, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Great to see you. Hey, Shauna. You got yours in the mail. Thank you for ordering. That is so wonderful. Isn't it so adorable? So I'm going to show everybody the inside of the book. You like my co-host? Say hi. Miss Jessica. She was in Nashville. Teach them diligently. Say hi to her. And say hi to Shauna. She was at the retreat. So anyway, the best friend interview. It is from, like I said, my sister, all for her heart for Michelle, who was taken much too tragically, much too soon from her children this summer. You can read more about that on the website. And so here is the best friend interview. Debbie also set up a Facebook page for the book, which we would love it if other people will go over and like the page. It's called the Best Friend Interview, just so we can help spread the word. We want to do everything we can. So here the little girl is talking, to her dog about how she lost her best friend and what is she going to do, and she, wanted best friend. And she goes on to interview other people to be her best friend. But what's really cute is Debbie based all these characteristics about the best friend that she lost on Michelle. So she says here, like, do you have a dollhouse? And the little girl says, no, I have a play kitchen. And she says, oh, but Michelle had a dollhouse. Like, you're not going to work out. You're not going to be my best friend. And then, she goes on to somebody else. Let's see here. She asks, did you have a pool and a beach house? Because we spent a lot of time, or Debbie did for sure, at Michelle's pool and beach house. And the girl says no. So she goes on. And then through the series, she comes to the end where she's talking with her mother. And the moral of the story is that you can't replace your best friend, but you can be very grateful that you had them. So if there's a child out there that that is experiencing loss, this book might be a great tool. Children have a hard time discussing their emotions and their feelings. Hi, Mom. My mother-in-law's there. Hey, Ethan, say hi to Grammy. Hello. Thanks for watching. So Debbie, wanted to maybe even help other kids out there that are experiencing loss. It's hard for children sometimes to talk to other people about these big emotions that they're dealing with. Whether it's the loss of a friend because of a death or just because they moved away, the story doesn't actually say that she died. It's just that she lost her best friend. So she, goes on to sort of deal with the fact that she can have other friends and she can't replace her best friend. And I'm trying to get it there. And so we're very excited, our whole family, to share this project. I'm so incredibly proud of my sister, Debbie, for stepping out of her comfort zone and doing this, because along the line she would say to me, like, this is crazy, can we do this? And I was like, yes, just do it, you can do it. And what a great way to honor Michelle. And nowadays it's just, sometimes you turn on the TV and it's so full of darkness, and this is one of those really dark stories, but yet there's light being shed in the middle of this story. So I really see that a book like this could help other children. And like I said, financially, Debbie just wanted to do something to help these poor children. Plus, just keeping Michelle's sweet little memories alive in the little story. So this book, I have it on my website, the link for the Amazon. I have it on Simple Living for Him. I have it on Bible-Based Homeschooling, both of my websites. You can go to Amazon.com directly, and you can just type in the best friend interview, and it will come up. And like I said, it's a cute little short paperback story, but the money is all being used to support these 3 children who lost their parents, both of them, not only at once, but tragically, horrifically, and traumatically. So what a great thing. If you could buy this book and you can just share it with your own kids, you'll be doing such a huge help for these 3 kids. And at the very least, if you don't want to buy the book, could you just like this video and share it so other people can see it? If you know anybody that has suffered, from domestic violence, domestic abuse, anything like that, this would be near and dear of a cause that they want to help. So please feel free to share this as much as you can. The more you like this video and the more you share it, the more people will like it. And that is really our goal, that other people can know about the best friend interview. So that is a little bit about the book. What do you think about the book? Do you like it? Yes. You like that Daddy made the pictures? Yes. So I would love for you guys to share that. As I said before, I did a new podcast episode today dealing with health issues back in December, and I thought that was all over with, and then I got the stomach flu. Whoops. And so now that's all over with, and I'm finally getting back on track. Teach Them Diligently is coming up very soon. I'll be leaving in March to go to Arkansas, and then we'll be coming home from Arkansas for like 2 days and going to Nashville, driving down to Nashville. And then we'll be home, and then in May, we're going to the Atlanta Teach Them Diligently. If you are planning on going to Teach Them Diligently, you should register soon because the prices go up as you get closer. It is the most amazing event for homeschooling families, but really, if you're not a homeschooling family, it is an amazing event. So I encourage you to join me there. And there's like or something to choose from at each event, plus the huge exhibit hall and the public and all that. So I'd love to see you there. Also, I did a Simply Living for Him workshop just a week ago at my church locally in Chester, New Jersey. We're hoping to do more of those. We're going to maybe do one in the spring. So you can read about that on the Simply Living for Him website as well. It was a great event. We had a great turnout. We had a great time. And then, of course, the Simply Living for Him retreat is in July. Ticket prices keep going up for that as well. So you want to make sure that you get your ticket really soon for the Simply Living for Him retreat, July 13th to the 15th at the lodges at Gettysburg in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So one more time, I'll show you the book, The Best Friend Interview. And it is just an amazing short little sweet story about a little girl that loses her best friend and is trying to kind of find out how to move on from that. How do you move on when you lose your best friend? And like I said, all proceeds from this book are going for the 3 children that lost their parents, and my sister, how she lost her best friend in this tragedy. But all the money will go for these 3 children, Connor, Kyle, and Sarah. And at the very, very least, if you could take a moment and just pray for them when you see this video, because they have a rough road ahead of them. Pray for their family that's trying to surround them and take care of them. We can't even imagine such heartbreak and such trauma. So, The Best Friend for Interview is on Amazon.com. Do you have anything you want to say, my monkey? He's never quiet. It's only because we're on live. He was just chatting with me all the way home from dropping the kids off at youth group. But Facebook Live is in. So anyway, get this at Amazon. Just looking at the comments. Oh, I didn't see if I missed anything. I'm doing this on my computer now instead of my phone. A little bit different, but see how it goes. So your hair looks good. Oh, it's not straight. It doesn't. To the side. Oh, it doesn't need to be. It's fine. So, okay, I will let you guys get back to your eating because we have to go now. spend our date night together, because that's what we do on Wednesdays, right? When the kids are at youth group, it is our date night. So please, if you could, like this post and share it with your friends. Just share it wherever you can. The best friend interview is just so near and dear to my heart, and I would love, love, love if you guys support my sister in her book to help support her friend.